defending the north goal as we start our game.
So tight that like we can smell what you had for dinner. I didn't have dinner.
I didn't have dinner either, so I hope whatever you had was good.
I had raw onions.
So what song are we singing?
That was good. You can go home.
I gotta get through it again.
Guys, nice job.
Super good.
Let's get it going. Let's just shoot. We're gonna have to just shoot it. We shouldn't need anyone on there. Alright, Zach. Get us going.
When I tell you.
Alright, on my side here? Let's get it going. Yeah, man. Record.
I didn't want to
Go ahead. We're live. We're live, so go ahead. Whatever you want.
All right, Matthew. 7-0 Woodland. 7-0 Ansonia.
Right now, the Hawks got to worry about their edges. Every single person on the offensive line is going to have to step up today because Ansonia has an absolutely massive defensive line, fast linebackers, and great corners. This is an all-around fantastic defense on the Ansonia side. The Hawks got to execute their plays, and we're going to have to see a little. They're going to have to go a little off.
Changing the game.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. They
can't just run that up the middle. I think we're gonna see some new things tonight, Matt.
Yes, exactly. They're gonna have to go off script tonight. They can't just give the ball to number 34. They're gonna have to get the ball, move it around. As let's see what they'll come out with there on first down.
Rivka, the man in motion. He's got blockers. Gets a couple yards in the first play.
Yeah, we saw right there Joe Shea get pancakes. So I'm just. Exactly. I mean, I'm going to say it. This is a strong Ansonia defensive line. They're going to run over your biggest guys. Guys, we haven't seen get pancaked in years.
Joe is not a small. Joe is, I'd say, probably 6'2", 6'3", 235. He's no small man. And they have a big defense and they have a fast defense. So they need to do everything with great timing and great precision.
You can see Ansonia not fazed by that long kick return to go right in there and stop and stuff the Hawks on their first.
They're a very disciplined team, and that's why they've been so successful for so long, Matthew. We see a throw.
Oh, yeah, he's got him open. Great play call. That's a great play call.
Definitely. We're getting our best people in space, and we're picking up yards from it, Matt.
Obviously, this first drive is going to be very essential. Get off, score points early. This is obviously going to be probably one of their best drives because it is the scripted one. But they have to execute. They have to get 6 points.
Definitely, and they started, and that great kick return was really helping this drive, you know. It's a lot easier when you got to go 35 yards than going 95 yards, Matt.
Absolutely, and that's without a doubt.
And that I think that might be Joe Shea tight end, Matthew.
Yeah, they're gonna probably try to get. They're gonna give them different looks. This is gonna be.
Definitely. Krivka
That's great tackling. That's fantastic tackling.
He gets wrapped up, but you know he's still fighting. He's still going. Gets a couple extra yards out of that, Matt. Every yard is going to be important in this game.
Krivka did a great job being patient there. He didn't see the hole initially. Waited for that hole to open up. Ran right through it. That's a good job there by Eddie Krivka, and was able to get a solid game. I think that's about 4 or 5 game pickup. That's exactly what you want to see early.
Definitely, and that was a great tackle by Ansonia too. You know, we've seen you can't arm tackle Krivka. They wrapped him up, and if no one else is getting there, he's going to drag him down by his legs.
Ansonia, every single person on this team can.
If you go on the YouTube, you can pull it from there and tweet it. All right. We see Krivka and it looks like Palmieri there in the backfield. Blinsky under center. Blinsky throwing it.
Did it same exact play. That's a great job by Ansonia. Oh, nice job by Russo though.
Good job, Russo there fighting for extra yards.
But good job, Ansonia picked that play up. They saw that play early. They made an adjustment there. Did a good job tackling Russo in the flats. No big gains there.
Yeah, they know they've seen that before, so they were able to swarm the ball. But Russo, good job fighting, getting an extra yard or 2 out of that.
Hawks here need to get points though. That's without question.
7 points would be a lot better than 3. That's all I'm saying.
Well, the Hawks have the option. A lot of teams in the NFL do not have the option to kick a field goal here. The Hawks do. So the Hawks got to play it smart, especially number 12 under center. We cannot see him make many mistakes.
timeout earlier, Matthew.
First off, a variety of different plays we haven't seen the Hawks run yet. That's a great pass by Belinsky right there, number 12. He doesn't throw it a lot, but when he does, he has to be efficient tonight. Angelo!
And right down the middle, Matthew. I believe, if I'm correct, that is 35 for 36 on the season.
Ansonia right now, they are going to try to make their dominance felt here. It's their offense that I'm more worried about. This Ansonia offense is very, very good. They're going to give you a lot of different looks.
Definitely. With an offense with so many athletes, it's so multi-dimensional that Woodland has to be ready for anything, quite honestly. There's not one look they can prepare for. They just need to be ready to make plays. That's the best way to say it.
Got to focus in. Number one here. Number one right here, they got to focus on special teams. That's been a problem for the Hawks. They've given up 3 returns for a touchdown. If I'm Angelo right here, I'm kicking this thing out of bounds. I'd rather have the ball at the 40 than give this guy a run who could potentially answer us immediately.
Definitely.
That's my opinion.
We have seen a lot of kick return touchdowns. 3 may not sound like a lot, but Matt, we don't see kick return touchdowns too often. That's plagued the Hawks this year. But we see some different heads out there on special teams.
Oh, yeah.
So
As they need it. They need it.
Oh, no, certainly. Anyone on this team, I feel like, is capable to return a kick.
We got Palmieri out there. You got Amore. You got Big Joe Shea. You got Farina.
Starters out there. That's
Hicks is out there as well. Cochran. So, I mean, you see some familiar faces, but some different guys. Especially you see Shea and Farina. And they're going to go with an onside kick. Oh! Oh! It's a... Oh! It's a... And we're never going to see his Ansonia offense because the Hawks have the ball. And now they got to focus in here.
Matthew Hicks.
Ansonia right now, you know you can see their sideline. They are stunned. We have not heard a word from their Ansonia side. It is all Hawks right now. Now they have to execute this offensively, though. They have the ball at midfield. Not as good position as they had earlier, but the Hawks...
That's a great starting field position, man. From
Without question, but still, this is still quite a while. Hawks got lucky with a few plays. Now they have
time, get some points on the board.
Absolutely.
And
Take
keep
your time.
Ansonia off the field. That's the most important thing, man.
8:03 on the clock. Hawks up 7-0. Belinsky under center. This one is thrown away. The ball, yeah, he slipped right there. We're seeing the field.
So now it looks like it's going to be.
Wow. They're rattled.
They are very rattled. No, I think it's going to be first and goal from the inch line now, Matt.
Yeah,
I think there's only really one option we can expect to see here on the goal line.
Honestly, what's wrong with this? Having Belinsky move this, like literally put the ball over.
As long as he crosses that plane, he is in.
They're giving it to Krifka, and he's in. Without question. Not even close.
Touchdown.
Let's go. Edit Krifka on the run. Zach Arzano, a masterful drive once again.
And it all started with Tyler Belinsky keeping his head up. He had someone on him. He was still looking to make that play. It's exactly what he did. And Palmieri, great catch on the sideline, great run. We would have liked to see the block better by Marks, but hey, got him in the end zone.
Hey!
Oh yeah.
The extra point is up and good, per usual.
Yeah,
we didn't even have to say anything.
And I have one word for you, Matthew.
Wow.
I don't think anyone could have predicted. I really don't.
I mean, that's all you got to say right now. Right now, the Hawks are out. They are executing their game plan to absolute perfection. But Zach Arzano, it's still the first quarter.
Oh, there is way too much game.
There's a lot of game.
Sort of comfortable against such a great team. They need to make sure they're keeping their head up. They can't think that heavily. They got to play like they're down. They need to play the hardest football of their life. And they need to keep Ansonia off the field. And we don't want them on the field. We don't want them in the end zone, Matt.
Right now, you're looking at Ansonia right now. Ansonia, I mean, clearly they're stunned. They're not used to be down 2 scores, but they can easily turn this game around
at all.
They can turn this. honestly, they could turn around this game in an instant.
The
That's
same
how
time
they're
that
there.
we did. We scored.
Absolutely.
It was 2 scores in less than 5 minutes.
Angels should be kicking this one deep.
Definitely. They're prepared for it this time.
This one's another boot kick. It's rolled around. Ansonia does recover it. Come on, Hicks. Punch him.
Now, we see they don't want to kick it deep. It looks like they don't want to give him any chance
No.
to return it. I don't blame him.
Honestly, why not onside kick it every single time at this point? If they're going to give you that look, unless they're going to come in and put 100 guys in the middle, I'd onside kick it every time.
And when they do, kick it deep. All right. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, Matthew.
That's how Tobo.
Tobo came to play today.
Dose of that today if they do decide to throw the ball back in that same formation the Hawks run. Now they're running a toss. And he's got a lot of room. Hold up. Looks like there's a flag though, Zach.
That might be coming back, Matt, and it looks like it is.
On the defense.
Oh. And not what we expected, Matt. Chop block on the defense, and that's not good. That's going to extend the play.
It looks like they went high-low there, Zach. You can't do that.
That does appear to be the call.
So Ansonia, after being stopped in the first 2 plays, looked
Now-
pretty good on those last, on the previous 2 we just saw. That's 15 yards, Zach.
That's not good. That's from where the play was dead, so that's going to give them great field position. Yeah, it's going to look like about the 15, 14-yard line there.
Ansonia can also kick field goals, by the way. I watched their film. They can kick field goals if they need to. So, a ball's on the ground, and Ansonia has it. Zach, what did you watch?
Killing me right now.
You got a button on that to push?
Holding it, yeah. So, big fumble there. He's going to back him up 2 yards.
We've seen a couple.
Timeout for the Hawks right here.
We don't see it.
They have 86 covered.
And no one on 86 waltzes into the end zone. There was no one even
picked him up.
That was like a miscommunication on defense or something, because that was not the game plan.
You can see the defense looking at the sideline. They had no idea what play was going on right there. That's a big play. That's a big play by Ansonia. That gets them right back in the game.
It is. If that's not a score and Woodland goes down and scores, that's huge.
It's a 3-possession game probably in the second quarter. But Ansonia answers as we expected them to do, and they're going to go try going for 2 here.
But
To get that guy. Have him look up like that.
And they're going for 2.
And they got it.
They got it, Matthew. It is a 6-point game. And you mentioned they can kick field goals, so 2 field goals will do it if they can't find themselves in the end zone. Not where the Hawks want to be. Still have a lead, but that's not the drive you want. Especially 2 times when they had the chance to get off the field. Not what you want to see.
And if they had made the sack there, it would have been 3rd and forever.
And I don't think they seen them go for it on 4th down.
No, they would have went for it. They would have most definitely went for it. But I think the Hawks would have been able to play a softer zone over the middle. We would have been able to see guys, free releasers like that over the middle. It's a big answer by Ansonia right now.
The way they just drove down the field, obviously aided by penalties, but they're going to need to drive. All right, we see a man in motion.
It's more.
And we see, that's not something I don't think any expected to see. I thought it said 45, but I saw that couldn't be right. But we see Carter, the man in motion, get a carry. That goes for 1.
Well, try to get him by surprise there, but that one didn't work. But I'm sure Anderson has plenty of other play calls.
And
So he'll be going deep into his play sheet today.
I think that was one of the new ones that drove, because I don't think we've ever seen or heard or even thought of that one before, Matthew.
Yeah, I haven't seen any team run that. A tight end run. Wouldn't be surprised if they try to go with a pass here on 2nd down. Try to get these guys off their game.
Definitely. They're stacking the box. We might see that tight end block and go deep.
It's a QB run, it looks like.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks like they ran the naked boot there. I didn't see anyone going downfield. I think they just ran a naked boot with Tyler.
Definitely. And you heard that hit at the end. That looked like a little bit awkward, but sprung right back up, so that's a good time, Matthew.
Yeah, good to see that. Got a lot of adrenaline right now, so he probably doesn't feel it right now, but I'm sure he'll feel it again tomorrow.
That's what? Yeah, it looks like third and either 13 or 14 here, Matt. Not the situation you want to be in.
Also keep their heads up, though. I'm watching the sideline right now. A lot of guys are coming in with their heads up. They got to keep their heads up. They're winning in this game right now.
They can't let that last drive get them down.
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. I mean, we said they cannot give up against this Ansonia team because a lot of teams
might be double teaming Marks actually.
for it.
Definitely, and since they went for two, as we said earlier, Matt, they are now tied, and this PAT will put them up one if it goes through the uprights. And it does exactly that. 15-14 Ansonia with 2:34 left in the first, Matthew.
Hawks right now just got to keep their heads up right now. They just got a punch in the mouth. They have to answer with a punch in the mouth of their own. Ansonia was able to do it. Now the Hawks have to do it.
Definitely. We saw Ansonia get down 2 possessions early, but they came in, they kept running their game plan, they didn't let it bother them, and look, they got 15 points on the board in 6 minutes. Well, they need to do the same thing, man.
It's incredible what's happening just here in the first quarter alone.
Devin, this is more...
It looked like for a second the Hawks were going to run away with it, but Ansonia, within, I'd say 6 minutes, have come all the way back, and now they're in the lead. They're right where they want to be right now.
Hey, there's a reason they're 7-0, Matt. They're a disciplined football team. They're an athletic football team. They're a skilled football team. They kept their heads up. They're back in this game. Now Woodland just can't put their heads down.
It's unfortunate, too, because the Hawks literally had 2 undisciplined plays so far in this entire game. And it's cost them big. Just say that. It's cost them big. Push kick to the side, and this one should go out of bounds.
All right, we see the kick go out of bounds. Looks like they didn't want to risk another good kick return, Matt. So I believe they start from the 35 now.
Yeah, 35-yard line. That's where the Hawks are going to start. Better than the 50, much better than what they had on the. For Ansonia, it's better than having the Hawks start at the 50 and then having them start at like the 30.
Yeah.
Hawks put 3 now. They got the answer here.
Definitely, I think we're going to see some more pass plays. We saw 3 run plays, it looked like, that last drive, and didn't get much out of it. Spolinski is going to have to throw the ball. And I think Ansonia knows that. I think Ansonia wants him to throw the ball. They're going to make him throw the ball. If he's able to step up, big thing's going to happen, Matthew.
And we need to have Krifka hasn't had his big run yet. We need to have that one big run by Eddie Krifka.
I think we've only seen it go to him once.
Yeah,
twice,
one or
maybe.
2 times. Clearly Anderson, right now, he thinks Ansonia is game planned off for Eddie Krifka. He's trying to show things a little bit different, but they have to eventually start going back to number 34. You can see 2 jumps.
Looked like a jump there, yeah.
Good run here. Good run.
Oh. Good run and good tackle. Russo's able to get back up. Looks like a gain of 5 or 6. That's a good first down play, Matt.
Yeah, they did a good job there. A little reversal play at the line of scrimmage. Switching things up. Good play call by Anderson, but they're going to have to keep on driving here. But a good start.
When it's 2nd and 4, or instead of 2nd and 8 or 9, that really changes what you can do on second down.
And that's what this offense predicates itself on. Positive yardage. If they're working back, they're going to be in trouble for the most of the game. But for right now, they have to keep getting these positive yards.
So in motion.
They're going to give it to Palmer.
Actually goes
Ran
to
the same play. Ran the same play, and Ansonia that time picked it up very well.
Definitely. It looks like he gets maybe to the line of scrimmage. Might have lost a yard there. It's going to be 3rd down, and I call it 5. A long 4.
A long 4. That's what I'd say, yeah.
So we have seen the on the field.
In the I formation, Hawks moving things on the defensive line.
There's a run. Oh.
A nice play by Carter.
Morgoth stiff arm, but he held on to him, dragged him down. Someone else came in, made that tackle. Looks like a gain of 2 or 3.
And you'd be surprised watching the film the amount of guys that get ran over by this small guy because he is just so fast
and so strong. I mean,
it's working though. It's working good. Nothing. It's good to go.
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
If you can find anyone that wants points, bring them on.
yeah, so it looks like he has about 3. We see him 2nd and 7.
This is a reverse play.
Reverse,
Hawks
and
got to
they
stay in
get
their zone. Decent job. Did a decent job.
And they hit him behind the first down marker, but he just kept going. He's able to move. It looked like a secondary defender there, so not someone as big as a linebacker, D lineman. But that gives
They've been
able to drive down the field, Matthew, plain and simple. When they're able to stop them, and that offense picks back up, we saw it early. That offense picks back up. They're able to come out and get a couple of stops on defense. This game is theirs.
First down.
And we see it to number 3. He trips. Oh, he's down. And it looks like they're going to call that first knee down, Matt. It looks like he might have recovered, but they're going to call that first knee down. That's about 3-4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Like we said, field conditions.
Yeah, like we said earlier, it rained, and this is a grass field, so it's natural grass. So we're going to see a lot. We're going to see a lot of guys slipping, and it looks like there's a lot of mud right at that 50-yard line.
Through the middle of the field is.
Yeah. Well, they're switching balls out too. They've been doing that a lot as well. Second down. Second down. They're in this jumbo set. This is a very dangerous set because they can throw out of here as well.
They run.
Oh yeah, flea flicker uncovered. Guy's uncovered. He underthrew him as well. He underthrew him as well.
I will agree with you, Matt. That was an underthrow, but that was a catchable ball in my mind. Not easily. You got to come back to it.
And that's something that I've seen on the Ansonia film. This quarterback, he has a big arm, but he does miss guys a lot of the time down the field. We saw it right there.
That's a blessing for the Hawks. There's no way to say it.
Absolute blessing for the Hawks. Someone is not picking their guy. Hawks. Good bounce though. It's a high kick. I know I said get away with it, but it was a high kick and underneath that.
Maybe called a fair catch.
Called a fair catch, and he would have been right there.
That would have moved him forward probably 5-6 yards instead of that ball. But you can't predict the way the ball's going to bounce, you know. Not a fortunate bounce for the Hawks, but hey, great stop. A little confidence booster. Maybe they can come out, get some points here, take that lead back, Matthew. Well said by a fan.
Yeah, well said by a fan. They basically just said what we just said. So the Hawks back on offense. They got 2 receivers out here, both Farina and Marks. Only one corner outside right now for Ansonia. Yeah.
All right. Like we said, about 2nd and 17, I'd call it. All right, we're going to see a lot of receivers out wide. Belinsky in the shotgun.
No.
Belinsky's rolling out, and he has Marks.
Good throw
That makes it a lot easier, Matthew.
Run the ball. That's what I'm going to say. Great throw by Belinsky, but they have to run the ball. Give it to 34.
I don't know quite what that'll make it, but I'd say.
And no, honestly, I saw the route. It was like just a good route by Marks. He was able to get separation off his guy right there.
And Belinsky hit him. That's all you could ask for. It looks maybe about, I don't know, call it 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, Matthew.
What's that?
Can't quite tell from up here. I did say either 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3.
Give the ball.
Definitely running territory.
Give the ball to Krifka. Give it to Krifka.
They give it to you, Matthew. There you go.
Oh yeah.
That's space.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Some dude's helmet just.
Definitely. We saw a lot of east-west movement there. Maybe we'd like a little more north-south. He was looking for that hole. We've seen that patient running work for the Hawks before, but we've seen it hurt the before.
I I mean, and there was no bad block in that play either.
No, I wouldn't say so.
Clearly, Ansonia came over. If you're Palmieri right now, you have to find the hole. You just got to run right through it. So what? It might be a pickup of 1 or 2. You can't be going for the big play every single play. You have to get positive yards. They're going to back them up, and now the Hawks are in a spread formation, which they're not used to doing. And I think we may just get a little bit closer.
No. We see Champagne moving him back. Is that 10?
It looks like a receiver. I think that was Champagne who moved there.
Champagne. I thought he
He did. I think the rule is you have to ask the side. You have to ask the side judge if you're on. He didn't do that, and I believe that's the reason why they're going to back him up. And now it's a third and
back
forever.
5 yards. 3rd and 11 now instead of that 3rd and 6, Matthew.
It's going to be tough. Anderson's going to have to.
Can't be making these mistakes against a powerhouse like Ansonia. There's no other way to say it.
Anderson has to look deep into his play calling sheet here. Try to find something that works, and here comes a blitz.
Oh, they're blitzing. He has decent protection.
Great protection. And that could put him into a 4th. They might want to go for it here on 4th down.
Matthew. I do think he's short.
Without a doubt, he's short. That's about 3 yards. But I think the Hawks should stay out here.
I'm not going to lie. I think you go for it.
Take her. That's a bad spot.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a good reception, but...
Yeah, no, definitely better than it was, but hey,
you got to help us out a little bit here.
You do not win games when you don't take chances. You don't want to take smart chances, but you need to take chances. That's what the Hawks are doing.
Got 4 receivers out in a bunch formation here. Flag on the play. Let's see what it is now. Delay a game.
Oh.
Now you got to bring out the punt unit. You have to bring out the punt unit here.
Oh, yeah. That's... They needed that, Matthew.
That's a big mistake.
That is. That hurts. That really does. They're punting it now.
Got it. They have to know what play they're running.
I think so. All right, Hawks still here on defense.
Toss
Run
play.
to the outside. They get some hands on him. They stopped him, Matthew.
Oh, 3rd down. Big play here.
He said, get off the field on 3rd down.
And so they can do a variety of things. It's a 3rd and inches. I'm surprised if they're running up the middle, but if they want to, they.
I do not think it's inches. Oh, yeah, it is.
This fog, by the way, on the field. I think maybe it may just be changing the
game plan.
climate. Yeah, changing the game plan. I don't know. I don't know. The climate of the field has changed. Handoff goes to 3 outside.
A pitch instead of the.
And they got it. He got it for effect. Number 5.
No, I don't know about that, Matthew.
Yeah, they're moving.
Oh, they did. From here. From here, it looked like it might have been short, but hey, they get it.
So 350 here. You got to also think for Ansonia. They're getting the ball first to start the 2nd half. Hawks have the ball right now, and they are in Ansonia territory.
They need to, Matt. They need to capitalize here. They don't get the ball going into halftime. They need to capitalize on every chance they get.
All right. Just make sure it's good. 1st down.
Play action. Back.
He's got Palmieri. Palmieri. Yep.
That is an amazing catch. Wow.
If Tyler saw him earlier, he was uncovered and he's still running.
Now. With the NFL catch rule, we don't know what that would have been, Matthew, but amazing snag by Palmieri. If I'm Belinsky, If I'm Belinsky, man, I'm buying him a steak dinner after this game.
Hell of a play by Palmieri. Belinsky's got him in stride there, but a good job by Palmieri picking this guy up, and it's a handoff to Krifka. That's exactly what you want.
And it gets great yardage. Not a big play, but when you're gaining 5-6 yards, that's amazing.
Especially in this offense, I say it all the time. Positive yardage is going to win you this football game. They keep moving the ball, get a little bit of time. We're good to go.
Oh yeah, we get that all the time.
All right.
It says it's live on the bottom, right?
This one's going to Russo. Gotta run it, man. Keeping it going, keeping it going. You got 2 plays here. You have 2 plays here. You don't have to throw it. If you're Woodland right now, you can go with the run play if you want.
The thing is, I can't. They trusted him with a field goal to win the game in St. Paul. They clearly trust the kid.
The Hawks are going to run an offensive play here. I'm sorry.
All right, maybe they are. But I don't think you can just roll it out like that. I think we might see one before the game is over. Now, as long as they stay mistake-free, Ansonia has to go a long way. They just have to make sure, do not turn this ball over.
Big play. And Russo moved. The entire line moved. The entire line moved. That is a major, major mistake.
Times now, man. We've seen it be third and 1, 4th and 1.
Maybe this crowd actually knows what football is. They shut up when they're on offense.
And that stupid and I really, it's a lot farther now. It's 6 yards instead of that 1, I believe it was. Belinsky's throwing. Yeah. Oh. Nope, they're gonna call that clean.
Some early contact there, by the way. Could have called that pass interference.
But we saw Belinsky did a good job getting rid of it. He had pressure right on his back. Gave a catchable ball to Marks. That's what you have to. That's what you have to do.
Come on, defense!
This defense needs to stop them here.
They got to protect the back of the field because this kid can throw.
Let's go, defense!
Ball at the Ansonia 26. I'm supposed to try to run a pitch here or something.
Stay mistake free. Bring him down.
Move. It's 41 seconds. I feel like it's been 41 seconds this entire half. Clock moving. Clock's moving here.
Definitely. Keep some people deep.
He's got
Tackle.
room. Good job. 2 guys in there. That's Farina and Cochran on the tackle.
Why did the clock stop?
Because it was a first down.
All right.
Good job there.
Doesn't go for anything.
What time was?
Yeah, would help, but hey. Time is being kept on the field, we know that. It doesn't sound like they're going to give us an update, though. They're keeping it on the field. They're keeping it on the field.
We got it.
So 3rd down and long here. Big 3rd down. Getting the Hawks get off the field.
Screen pass.
No one's even close to him.
He's down.
Good tackle by Marks.
time is being kept on the field. We have no idea how much time is here.
So they're spiking it. No one knows how much time's left on the clock. This is absolute pandemonium right now. So it's a second and 10. We have no idea how much time's left. The Hawks are playing.
That's about all I
That's
got.
what I'm going to say, because the Hawks are basically playing here. We're not surprised if we see maybe a running play here. Try to get a few and out of bounds. Let's see.
No, it's a throw. He's bombing it.
Two.
Picked off by Mark.
And here we go. Mark's is going to try to run it out. Still going. All right. That's okay. That's the half.
Right.
That's the half. It's going to end right there. Hawks down 15-14. Ansonia gets the ball first.
Definitely. It's a very close game. We've seen the defense step it up a little bit, Matt. And with the defense stepping it up, that's what you need. You need to be getting stops, and you do not want to. You don't want Ansonia to score. We said that. You need to get. There we are. See the teams coming out. Halftime, field. And more football. About to be underway. This was really good. That type of fabric's not going to work. It's water repellent. Foamless. Hey, here. Hold this for me, hold this for me, someone hold this for me. Yeah, I got you. Alright. Disregard this, folks. Just.
There is disregard this. I'm just trying to get this.
Oh, okay, so this is
It was literally the
You see a bit of a. Man, we're gonna see a fog ball on it?
fog ball for sure.
Fog ball, everything. Fog ball.
If the Hawks win
Never
this,
mind.
it will be known as
I
fog
thought it
ball.
was the lens itself. Whoops.
David.
It's fog, you dummy.
All right, Dave. All
I
right,
don't
Zach.
remember what game that was. The mud ball, but it was.
Mud ball?
It was, or no, not the mud ball. The fog ball.
That was Seymour.
No, it was a NFL.
Oh, fog ball? Oh, the Patriots and Falcons. Yeah, dude.
Was it? I thought it was Bears. I thought it was Bears or something.
I could have that too. I don't know.
I'm sure there's a lot.
You know what? There's a lot of games. There's a lot of fog.
Okay, you're making.
Here we go. The game's about to start.
There's a lot of fog, and there's a lot of fog here. So we're rolling in. I don't know the lines, but I don't know how much that's helping Matthews.
Yeah, right now we got a lot of fog on the field. It's gonna make it difficult for guys to throw the ball down the field. So the Hawks are gonna have to know that defensively. Ansonia most likely will not be trying to throw this ball down the field. We'll be trying to keep it short passes, or they'll just run it.
We've seen a couple of drops, a couple of just missed throws and interceptions. I don't know how much. I don't think there's a whole lot.
No, I think they keep it on the ground. There's a favorable off down. Here comes Ansonia in that jumble set. They can do a lot out of this.
Definitely keep your head up. That's a pitch, number 17.
Got stopped there at the line, but made a good
Gets
job.
through the first, contact at the line, gets through it, picks up, I'd say, 6 out of it.
Probably an additional 4 yards right there. Yeah.
Definitely.
Good run after
Tyler
contact.
Cafaro with the carry, picks up about 5 yards. 35.
It'll be third and an intermediate play here.
This gives them a lot to do out of it. They've had great success running the ball, and they can still stop that and throw the ball.
Without a question. Would not be surprised if they tried to do some sort of reverse play here as well.
We asked them a lot of that. 17 minute motion.
Just outside, same play.
Same play.
And they couldn't tackle him. They could not tackle him.
They made contact.
Cafaro with the carry again, good enough for a Chargers first down.
He moved it. It's plain and simple. He moved that file, man.
Also have to come up and wrap up. Bottom line, he's got to come in and wrap up right
More
now.
than one man needs to be tackled. We need 2 or 3 guys swarming that football.
Now it's just trying to impose their will here offensively. They know their defense down. Their defense hasn't given up a score since early in the first quarter. That's a big miscue for Ansonia because now, right now,
That's what they're looking for.
you're telling me right now you're not trusting the guy upstairs, Chris Anderson, who has now been able to script a drive. The second half team right here, Zach, they play much better in the second half when their starters play. Off to a good start. Linsky here in the gun, Ripka to his right, 2 receivers either side. Coming in hard. Whistles before the play. There's a flag in the backfield.
Whistle on the play.
Another delay of game penalty on the Hawks. Another delay of game penalty.
Looks like a delay of game penalty.
Let's get back to the Hawks up again. And this is what's been really hurting the Hawks. It's been penalties unforced errors offensively. You gotta get
They're making 4th and 1, 4th and 6.
You got a new playbook here, so that's what the guys are taking so long.
That's definitely part of it.
This is gonna be a long shot here. Ball on the ground.
Linsky.
One for his life. Actually doesn't have it terrible. Can't throw it here.
Under frozen.
Good effort though, I told.
Definitely. He
Broken play. Pass intended for
got through
Palmera.
one man by another one. Pretty good pocket, actually.
Ball's
Not
incomplete,
able to
brings up a 4th down.
Unfortunate.
for
The Hawks are not able to take advantage of the turnover here. The Hawks have been able to do it defensively, but the offense right now has not been able to carry that momentum on their side of the football.
They're gonna need to step up on both
with the carry again. Picks up about 8 yards.
Second and goal. I'd say around the 2-yard line. If I'm Ansonia right here, I'm giving it to Big 3 here. Letting him barrel his way in.
Make a play! Let's go defense!
Forget about that, yeah. Untouched.
Off tackle. Good for a...
The big bullet in the gut right now. Hawks offense has to wake up. I mean, the defense can only do so much.
Now that'll put him up 7, PAT pending that. One.
They look like they want to go for 2 here.
That'll make it a 2-possession game. Important enough. They go for 2 as a 2-possession game. And where would the Northern be? I think this will put us away if they get it.
Alright, let's go! Good play here. 50-17, Wallace. No. Moving around. No.
Even though they scored, that's a great accomplishment.
So open in the game.
Because of that, it's only a 7-point game now. 21-14.
Way to be, kid!
It is the Chargers.
Again, defense makes a big play.
Way to be, baby!
Other side of the ball, it's got to step up.
Go on, fast! Come on, let's go!
I think we see the dominance in Perth almost weekly, if not weekly. I think the receivers need to step up more. The receivers are going to have to put it back in
They
the
have it. I mean, right now, not a lot of the balls have been ending up in 34 hands. You typically see it consistently. Hasn't been that today. They're giving it to a lot of different guys. I think when Krista has gotten the ball, for the most part, he's done well.
I mean, there was one play not his fault where he got thrown up in the back. But other than that,
Low line drive. Over, has a fumble. He still covers it though. And nothing there. Absolutely nothing there. All the way back to 10.
that is
Poor special teams again.
Lucas Russo with the return.
Come on, boys!
no one really talks about it. The third ball can really help or really hurt him now.
Regina hurt the Hawks most of the time. Help on their phone, not really watching the game. The more and more they start moving, the louder this crowd's going to get, and the more advantage the Hawks are going to have. This one's going on Mary.
Get up!
There's not much there. I mean, try to go to these secondary guys there, and this has not worked.
My take here is, you see,
Looks like he's dropped for about a yard loss.
I see more
So second down for the
they
Hawks.
can run through tackles, but we like to see they get out in space and they make people miss. Sometimes he doesn't miss.
I mean, that's
Edit, he doesn't miss.
these guys are not as fast as Ansonia is. So if you're trying to run these east-west plays, you're going to have to
Let's stop running. And a first down. I'm telling you that. Second and 11 about.
That didn't even get back to the line.
Or he wouldn't have lined up. It's going to be about third and 10. Third and 10 is third and 11.
That spot's all right in the
Who got the ball? Who got the ball?
Zon and Hicks. Looks like Russo coming out of the game.
Looks
I
like
go
about
back to
third
the
down and
spread look
9
again for about a
coming up for the Hawks.
third and a long 9. Need a conversion here. Need a big play. Got to keep this offense on the field. The ball's starting to get wet. I mean, we saw a good throw there by Woodland. Comes that big jumbo stay. It's going to be very dangerous with this set. Got 5 open. He can hit on 17 open. I mean, they fell for it once. They fell for it.
Same way, Doc. They've had someone open both times. Quarterback has hit him. whether that's out of frustration or injury.
It looks like he's cramping up.
As I said, he went back down.
Officials timeout.
There's no way. Gets to this injury. A few notes here for the Hawks. After this game, we matched up at Oxford. Not an easy task. And after that, of course, they have the Thanksgiving game against the Hawks.
The day before Thanksgiving against a Seymour digital starting quarterback. Important note.
Right. Important to note that the Hawks are here, despite, so let's say they lose this game, if they're able to win their next two, we can still see this Ansonia team again.
Would be something.
That really would be something. Because we saw this Hawks.
However, there's only one score on the point. I don't think the drop for this game. Hot take. That goes on to my Hawks.
All I'm saying is they might see him again. I need some assistance out here. They got one trainer out. This kid's not moving. Singleton, the big man. It's like Kripka and Harris. Looks like they're trying to take Serena out.
And he doesn't want any.
They don't want any of it.
But I think coach overrules there. He kind of jogs, but hobbly jogs off the field.
Get a look by the trainer. See what you got to do here. Can't give up.
Quarter's over. It looks like they're in.
Gives a 17. He's in. Even after that injury. And right now,
After is good.
exactly not what I wanted to see. But it looks like the Hawks.
With timeout,
I hate to say it, but it looks like they're starting to give up a little bit there. They don't have that same
Your
energy
score,
that they had
the
at the beginning.
Ansonia Chargers, 29.
When you got guys at that, it's also a mental thing too, in my opinion.
Because normally we see them playing ball. Now their starters are playing special teams.
Right.
You're literally not getting a break. See Serena looking good, putting something back on. That's good to see. That's the start of the fourth. We see Woodland down 15, Matthew.
First down. Kickoff goes to Kripka. Just gets wrapped up. Good tackle by Score. See, I mean, that's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about right there. These Ansonia linebackers do not miss tackles. It looks like there's an injured Hawk.
Looks like we have a player down on the field for
Big guy.
Ansonia.
So I think Ansonia.
Ansonia, oh, my apologies.
See, Gaps is hobble off. I think.
Gotta get off the field for this one play.
I think it's interesting we can
11:40 left in the game.
On that play, brings up
Still plenty of time for the Hawks.
second down.
Still plenty of time for the Hawks to answer here.
Oh, sure.
Gotta get it going. Gotta get it going here.
Near side or wide out. And
Hawks have to call a timeout.
Come on, offense, let's go!
They're not on their game offensively right now.
With 10:50 left.
wide out, wild path.
managed to reach long enough into the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Run out of the pocket.
A decent watermark.
Incomplete.
You can see that Ansonia defensive line really starting to show right now. That's a very good D line. Able to get pressure every play and make it Tyler on something going to center. Hawks remain in the gun. Got to score quick. Coming off the edge here at 11. They're going to get to Crispa quick. You also get the backup charger for this thing.
And some candy. The backup card. What are we going to plug it in?
To this.
What kind of cards you have? I just put a camera in.
Middle interception. Yeah, they scored a touchdown earlier. Change the line.
14 nothing is the biggest lead that they faced. That's
And
right.
if they didn't, honestly, I feel like if they did it, like if they didn't come back and score, I think we could have been fine. We had all the momentum. Honestly, it's like the Hawks gave their all today. Game not over. They're still playing hard.
I don't really think you could say that.
No, not a bad showing. Came out, executed 2 very good drives.
It really got away from them in the second half. After that first quarter, it was a good game at halftime. They just fighting out the clock. They just slowly, gradually, Ansonia won down.
That's what Ansonia does. They do it so well. Just wearing you down with their fantastic defense, and then they can just do this the entire game. Run, whatever they want to do. Nice. Spin. On a 3rd down.
One up the middle, which is good for another Chargers. First down.
People know what's coming up for the Hawks. So next week, game in Oxford. We're going to broadcast that one as we did today. The week after that, the big rivalry.
Go defense!
Sony can read this block out of this one. How many times the Hawks have
They're trying to score. 100%. They're pissed that they just scored.
Middle!
You got a minute and 20 seconds to play.
Jesus!
Arm with the carry up the middle.
another big run. It should be nothing but.
First down for the Chargers.
Where did you go to high school? Where'd you go to high school?